Taichi Yamada, Strangers. In Strangers by Taichi Yamada, readers are swept into the poignant life of Hideo Harada, a television scriptwriter battling solitude and existential crises in the pulsating city of Tokyo. Navigating the aftermath of a divorce that leaves him emotionally and financially bankrupt, Hideo becomes a ghost among the living, residing in his office's empty silence. However, the narrative takes a surreal turn as Hideo lights the path for uncanny, heartwarming encounters with figures strikingly reminiscent of his long-lost parents. The complexities of alienation, human connection, and the ethereal ties between the living and the dead unfold against a backdrop of urban desolation. This haunting tale entwines reality with the supernatural, raising introspective questions on memory, closure, and the spectral shadows of our past that can influence both health and heart in unexpected ways.
Urban Solitude Unraveled. Hideo Harada finds himself navigating life's emptiness in the pulsating heart of Tokyo. Approaching 50, he grapples with the aftermath of a joyless marriage that ended in divorce. Left with little more than his job as a television scriptwriter, he moves into his office, a modest studio, after losing his home and assets to his ex-wife. In a city teeming with life but dripping in solitude, Hideo spends his nights alone, the solitary light in an otherwise darkened building. His usual routine is broken when he notices a flickering light in another unit and spies a woman, sparking the realization that he isn't truly alone. Not long after, Hideo receives an unexpected visit from Mamiya, a producer he frequently collaborates with. What initially seems like a business call shifts into something personal. Mamiya questions Hideo about his estranged son, Shigeki, and then reveals a shock: he is dating Hideo's ex-wife. This revelation stirs a bitterness within Hideo, overshadowing his usual inner turmoil. Later that evening, Hideo's intercom buzzes again, this time with a woman's voice from the third floor. Kei, the woman he saw earlier, makes an impromptu visit bearing a bottle of champagne. Her loneliness is palpable as she proposes a toast to their shared solitude in the building. Hideo, wary of her intentions, politely declines her advances. A chance encounter with Kei a few days later in the lobby spurs him to apologize, hinting at a possible future connection, but it remains an unfulfilled promise. Hideo's isolation deepens on his birthday. On a whim, he purchases a lavish silk tie, pretending it's a gift for another, only to feel immediate remorse. Drawn by nostalgia, he boards a train to Asakusa, his hometown, where past tragedies linger in the shadows. Memories flood back of his father, a skillful sushi chef, and the horrific accident that claimed the lives of his parents and an unborn sibling. Wandering the streets of Asakusa, Hideo crosses paths with a man bearing an uncanny resemblance to his father. The vision ignites a long-dormant warmth, and he accepts the man's invitation to his home. A stop for beer introduces a mention of the man's wife, unsettling Hideo, who fears losing this fleeting connection. Despite his apprehension, he follows the stranger to a modest apartment. Inside, he confronts an astonishing sight: the man's wife mirrors his mother at the age she died, a spectral presence from his past. Through the couple, reflections of his parents, Hideo finally experiences genuine affinity, a stark contrast to the bleak urbanity that defined his existence. Here, the cloying loneliness of Tokyo is eclipsed by nostalgia and a brief but profound reconnection to family warmth. His encounters suggest the possibility of meaningful human interactions amidst the overwhelming impersonality of city life, marking a transformative juncture in Hideo's journey through the desolate corridors of time and memory. Embracing unbelievable truths. After an odd yet profoundly familiar encounter with a couple uncannily like his deceased parents, Hideo struggles to rationalize the situation. He knows his real parents could not be in their 30s since they would have been in their 70s if alive. Yet, their unmistakable parental affection toward him strikes a deep chord, and when Hideo slips into calling them Mum and Dad, they remain unfazed, which only intensifies his curiosity and comfort around them. Returning to city life, Hideo finds a voice message from Kei, his lively neighbor. Their renewed interaction feels different. Kei is now upbeat, a deliberate decision she made to keep the mood light, but Hideo encourages her to relax. As their conversation unfolds, Hideo feels an unexpected attraction toward her, and they both reveal personal reasons for their solitary existence in the nondescript office complex. Hideo shares his story of divorce, while Kei vulnerably admits to shying away from intimacy due to a burn mark on her body, a detail she goes to lengths to conceal even when they become intimate. Propelled by a need to reconnect, Hideo returns to the couple's home in Asakusa with a gift. As he steps inside, he finds only the woman, busy with an ice cream maker. An accidental slip has him addressing the absent dad, and she does the same naturally. Their lives mirror his parents. The man works as a sushi chef like his father, who struggled with job stability. Startled by these similarities, Hideo is forced to confront the impossible reality that these people might truly be his parents. Accepting this eerie truth brings change. Suddenly, Hideo finds his creative energy renewed, work flowing effortlessly where before there was only stagnation. Kei starts visiting more often and shares a moment of eerie recognition, remarking on how he seemed nearly spectral when she saw him from her window. With frequent visits to his parents' home, Hideo experiences heartfelt but surreal domestic moments, playing catch with his dad, savoring his mom's dinners, fully embracing the notion that he's a middle-aged man with parents a decade his junior. Reflecting on his past with his ex-wife Ayako, who criticized his lack of warmth, Hideo realizes how solitary he has been. Now, he endeavors to nurture these newfound connections. While he grows closer to his parents and cautiously opens up to Kei, he also recognizes her own cautious approach to intimacy, emphasized by her reluctance to reveal her scars. In this gracefully surreal journey, Hideo navigates the intricacies of rekindled familial ties and burgeoning personal relationships, striving to accept his unique reality and its implications on his heart and mind. Ghostly encounters. Kei and Hideo's relationship faces a haunting challenge as Hideo's health visibly deteriorates. While his colleagues and Kei express growing concern over his haggard appearance, Hideo remains unaware of any change. His own reflection appears normal to him. Curious and worried, Kei inquires if something significant has transpired in Hideo's life. Confiding in her, Hideo shares his visits with his parents, whom he believes are benign spirits bringing him solace. However, Kei remains unconvinced of their benevolence, suspecting that these visits are causing Hideo harm. Despite Kei's wish to cease these ghostly rendezvous, Hideo finds himself irresistibly drawn back to Asakusa. He returns without Kei's knowledge, feeling both guilty and comforted after a cheerful evening with his parents over teriyaki eel and cards. Yet, thoughts of his son, Shigeki, soon weigh heavily on him, prompting a tense call to his ex-wife, where he discovers Shigeki is in the US for the summer. The next morning, a chance meeting with the producer Mamiya further reveals the extent of his decline, as Mamiya expresses alarm at Hideo's condition. On his eventual return, Kei confronts him in anger, having observed his absence. Hideo admits to one final visit to say goodbye to his parents. Suddenly struck by weakness, Hideo collapses and is startled by his aged appearance in Kei's compact mirror. Though his vigor returns within an hour, Kei's suspicions now resonate with him. His parents might be draining his vitality. Hideo becomes determined to visit them once more, against Kei's wishes, seeking a final resolution and the chance to help them cross over. This supernatural twist challenges Hideo's initial perceptions, revealing potential malevolence in his ghostly parents. This novel transcends conventional ghost story elements, inviting readers to question the real intentions behind these spectral interventions.
In the spectral embrace of O Strangers, Taichi Yamada crafts a compelling narrative that confluences loneliness, memory, and supernatural mystery. As Hideo navigates the nebulous terrain between life and afterlife, he embarks on a journey of introspection and reconciliation. His spectral meetings with parents he lost in youth evoke a profound warmth, subsequent introspection, and the urgency for closure. These interactions offer him familiarity and comfort, but also unravel unsettling truths as he confronts the specters from his past. His evolving relationship with Kei further explores vulnerabilities and fears tied to intimacy and self-acceptance. Through Hideo's supernatural-tinged odyssey, the story examines how unresolved emotions and unfinished narratives from our past can haunt us in unforeseen ways, urging us to find peace within the relentless passage of time and the shadows it leaves behind. Strangers whispers of the power and peril of embracing memories, ghosts in our quest for human connection and self-discovery.